Come here, Stephanie. What do you see here?
See your license.
Real estate license, right?
Real estate license.
I see a golden ticket. I see opportunity, and that's what real estate's been for me. It's been a huge opportunity, and unfortunately, a lot of us don't take advantage of it. But this ticket, this ticket gives all of us in this room, anybody in the world, the opportunity to make a ton of money, right? You can change the lives, you can change your life, you can change your family's life, you can change everybody around you, you can change their life with this one card, right? You can make more money than a doctor, a lawyer. You know, people go to school for years, and you have the opportunity with this card. So today's discussion is not just about eXp, but it's about opportunity. I want to help you guys maximize that opportunity, okay? My name is Will Higgins. I'm an Icon agent at eXp. I've been with eXp just over a year. I have almost 150 agents in my organization, and when I say it's been life-changing, it's been life-changing, right? But with that said, I'll tell you a little bit about my background and how I got here, because it's opportunities, it's decisions in life that reshaped the way I thought about eXp and had me come approach folks at eXp versus somebody approach you to come to eXp, right? So again, my name is Will Higgins. I worked in corporate America for 12 years before this opportunity. I've had a long career in real estate, 4 years, 4 long years. But what I love about real estate is that you can do a lot in a little bit of time, okay? So in the last 4 years, I've sold over $70 million in real estate, and it just sort of came natural to me. But with that said, in corporate America, I did sales, and this was like 100% relatable, like conversion. Like everything I did there just made sense here. It worked here, right? But my life in corporate America, it shaped my vision of real estate. And when I got into real estate, I realized that there were some things that just didn't work. It just wasn't right, okay? One of the major things that stood out was in corporate America, I worked at the railroad, probably one of the oldest companies, oldest industries that we have. Great job. But every day in the break room, guess what there was? A cake, right? There was a cake because somebody was retiring. They had done their job well for so many years, and there was a plan for them, and that was called retirement. And getting into real estate, I didn't see that, right? There's no plan for you, there's no plan for you, there's no plan for you. The only plan that I've seen, and it's older agents that have been able to take advantage of that have been in the business for a while. You buy real estate. That plan does not work that well right now, because buying real estate in California, let's say you bought a rental property, what, $500,000? To secure that asset, you're gonna have to put down 20%, right? So $100,000, $500,000 house to make $200 or $300 a month. That math doesn't work for me, okay? So we're talking about opportunities. That's not the greatest of opportunities for everybody. It's not an opportunity that's attainable for everybody. Another thing that stood out to me, well, I got fired. I got fired from corporate America. February 12, 2019, I got laid off. And how that translated to real estate, I noticed that I got into this business and I started selling a lot of houses. But guess what I realized? Every time I closed that deal, I had that same feeling I had in corporate America. I got fired. Okay, so I got fired. This is the only industry I know of where if you do your job and do your job well, guess what you can expect? To get fired. So, right? So you get to start the process over. You get to go out there and try to acquire new clients, qualify them, and get them closed. And it's an endless cycle. So if you would have reached out to me a year ago when I was at the red and black company, and you asked me how my business was going, from a business perspective, I was like the #1 agent in the office. But if you had asked my thoughts about real estate, it would have been completely different, because I saw no end, right? At that time I was reaching, like a lot of us are reaching. Social media makes it look sexy to buy Airbnbs, fix and flips, rental properties. All that stuff that just sounds like work to me, you know? it just sounds like work. And if you do one thing wrong, you're highly leveraged. Again, your cash flow, you're only cash flowing a couple $100. So it's just not an opportunity for everybody. So I say that to say, like, my experiences have shaped the way I looked at real estate, and I was kind of looking at real estate sideways. And I, like I said, I rose to the top at KW, and I had spoke at Family Reunion, so one of their biggest conferences. And right after the conference, a friend of mine called, and she was like, Will, she was like, I know you like to coach and train. I know all the things you like to do. You like social media. You have to watch this video. I watched the video, and guess what? That night I paced, because after watching that video, I could not go back to doing things the way I was doing, because there were a lot of questions, a lot of things that were unanswered for me, and that video answered them. And I immediately left. Like, I left Keller Williams and joined eXp. And that experience there has been life-changing. And why I say that is because I think about income, right? And I think about money, and there's really 3 different forms of income. So there's active income, there's passive, and there's portfolio. When I was in corporate America, basically the active in the portfolio was taken care of because there was a plan for me. Passive was taken care of by, me buying property. In real estate, it's just active. So I didn't join eXp for the good times. I joined eXp for the bad times, because I think of it like life insurance, right? What do we know about life? It's going to come to an end. What do we know about real estate? There's going to be a time where you cannot do real estate. So there needs to be a better plan. There needs to be another option. There needs to be opportunity. So that's what we're talking about today, opportunity. So with that said, I'll go into kind of the financial spiel on eXp. So what makes eXp so different is the model. So the model is very disruptive, but it puts you in charge, right? It puts you in charge. If you go all out for a year at eXp, it will change your life forever. And that's what it's done for me. But at eXp, you're going to have, that I can count, 5 different opportunities to make income or money from doing the same thing that you're already doing. So first is active. So all of us active income. We get paid to sell houses, and that's our main thing, right? Sell houses, and you can do that anywhere. I can go to Joe Blow Real Estate down the street, ABC Real Estate down the street, right? And I can sell real estate. So, everybody can do that. The second way is going to be equity and ownership in the company. Nobody's giving that away. And in some cases, you don't want it. But nobody's giving away equity and ownership in the company. And that's where we all want to be at some point, right? That's why we all want to have our own brokerage, because we want to own everything. The third way is going to be mentorship. So the company's growing so fast, right? And when we talk about growth, like, that was one of the things I saw in this company. From 2009 to 2019, the company went to like 20,000 agents, 25,000 agents. Not a lot, but from 2019 to 2021, the company went to 50,000 agents. So what it took 10 years to do, it did in 2. And this year we're going to 100. So the acceleration is what I saw. The growth is what I saw. And I'm no fool, right? I just do what other smart people do. And I saw that all these great people were going there. So I said, something must be going on. So we talked about mentorship, also mentorship. So there's so many great agents coming, like I said, growth, so many great agents coming that they need great agents like you guys to mentor them. So you're going to get paid, incentivized to make sure these agents have a great start and get things rolling. Now, the fourth way is going to be a dividend. So now that the company gives you stock and ownership, guess what? The company's done so well that stock, they're going to pay you to hold on to that stock. So you get paid a dividend. And the fifth way, which excited me the most, was the agent referral fees, right? So the passive income that you get. Keller Williams had this program called Profit Share. I got my check last week. It was $25, and that's not life-changing. That's not life-changing. I recruited the number 2 agent in my city to join my franchise and never got anything for it. She brought a team of 7 with her, never got anything for it. And it triggers me. To this day, it still triggers me, And I think that was one of the reasons why I left. But here, we don't have that problem, okay? So again, we're talking about opportunity, we're talking about money. In terms of the stock and ownership, let's dive into that a little more. So stock and ownership, there's multiple ways you're going to earn stock, but essentially everybody at the company that closes the deal becomes an owner instantly, okay? So the first deal you close every year, you're going to get stock in the company. Your capping transaction, you're going to get stock in the company. When you invite an agent to the company and they do their first ever transaction, you're going to get stock in the company, right? So all great, not super life-changing, but all great things. You're not going to get that anywhere else. The last two ways are life-changing. So we have something called the Agent Equity Program. So every transaction you do, you can elect to have 5% of your commission go towards company stock. You can get at a 10% discount, okay? That can add up. Over a lifetime, that can add up. And the last way, which I'm partaking in right now, is called the Icon Agent Award, right? So when you become an Icon Agent, you guys pay in $16,000 towards the company, towards your cap. Well, when you become an Icon Agent, the company gives you back that $16,000 in the form of stock. Nobody's doing that. So effectively, it cost me zero to come to this company. So, I get it a lot because I talk to a lot of people about this because it's changed my life, right? And the first thing they say is, oh, well, I'm at a low fee brokerage. But what do you get? I'm at a company now that I've been here about a year and a half, and they've paid me 10x more than what I paid in. So when we talk about opportunity, agents give away opportunities for comfort. And I don't want any of you guys to do that, okay? So with that said, again, I wanted to kind of give a high level about the company and talk about money, which we all love to hear about. And I just want you guys to thank anybody that invited you and stay curious about the opportunity. And that's all I have.